Alright, so we know how much lime we need. We're in the 6-inch plow layer. Our desired pH is 6.5. Buffer was 6.6. 2,100 pounds of lime is what we need. Keep in mind when we're dealing with this book, the lime recommendation listed here is assuming 100% ECCE, or effective calcium carbonate equivalent. Most lime that we get from a quarry in Iowa, somewhere between 60, 70 to 80% ECCE. So we have to adjust the amount of material we're applying to get the same neutralizing power as this recommendation in the book. So generally that means we have to apply more material to get the recommended amount of neutralizing power. So how do we go about doing that? Well, we really have to determine the ECCE of the lime we're applying. There's two parts to it. There's the CCE, calcium carbonate equivalent, which is the last part of the ECCE acronym, and there's the fineness factor. CCE is really easy. The quarry, in order to sell the lime in Iowa, has to send a sample in periodically to a lab. The lab tests it, sends back an analysis that says the CCE is X, maybe 60%. So the quarry will provide that to you. You just have to ask. The fineness factor is accomplished by taking 3 mesh sieves, placing them one on top of the other, a 4 mesh, an 8 mesh, and a 60 mesh. And yes, it matters which order they're placed in. 4 mesh, 4 wires per square inch in each direction. 8 mesh, 8 wires per square inch in each direction. And a 60 mesh has, you guessed it, 60 wires of mesh in each direction per square inch. So you can see that bigger holes, medium holes, very fine holes, and then you have a catch pan. So you place material in the top. Anything caught on top considered very large rocks, and moving on down to some very fine material. Now this is important because anything that's remaining on top has got a neutralizing value of 0. Essentially, you're just putting gravel out there. The only thing it's going to do is maybe ding up your planter disc openers when you're running the planter through the field. Anything passing through the 4 mesh, 10% neutralizing power. Anything passing through the 8 mesh, 30% neutralizing power. And anything moving all the way through has got 60% neutralizing power. Notice if you dump some material on the top, it moves all the way through to the catch pan. It's included in each one of these calculations. You add those up, it's 100%, or 1. And so the finer the material, or the more material you get all the way through, the higher your neutralizing power is, because everything that gets into the catch pan is worth 100%. Everything caught in between the first two is only worth 10%. So fineness really matters in this situation. So to determine the ECCE now, we take the CCE, we multiply it by the fineness factor, and we come up with a percent, or a decimal, that is your ECCE we use to determine our lime needs for our field.